What's up, everyone? This is Jordan, and this is my first ever axle clean and press session. Just warming up by stretching my traps out for my front rack position with a stretch that I learned maybe like 10 or 12 years ago when I was practicing Olympic weightlifting more frequently. So my goal for the day was to work up to the competition weight just to see what I'm able to do with it. On the way up, I really had to get over the awkwardness of this entire movement because it's not something that I've practiced in a really long time and never with an axle bar. So, really just trying to get a good little movement pattern down. As the weight went up, it did feel a little bit better. I was really worried about doing a full split jerk with my belt squat right behind me. So I'm pretty sure I moved it right after this because it was, this is a very cramped space to do such a wide front and back movement. But as you can see on these, on a lot of these reps, I'm really trying to absorb the bar on the way down and pop right back out just like that. Feels really efficient, feels really good. And I am trying to get the bar immediately bounced off of me after the clean. So I clean and bounce the weight up. This is the competition weight, so it's the heaviest that I've done, and it was a little bit awkward. I'm pretty sure the next set goes a bit better. These jerks were just really ugly looking. Not what I want them to look like at all. I don't know why I was not taking as wide of a stance, because I would make it a lot easier. I am happy to report, I think on that first one my hands were a little too wide. This one I narrowed my grip up a little bit and it felt much more comfortable. I have no idea why I switched my feet to the right foot in front as opposed to the left, which I was doing every single set before. Might just be a little overthinking or underthinking, I don't know. But these felt much better than the ones before. I got 3 more reps, so really happy with that. I'm very confident I'm going to be able to I'm definitely at least get into double digits with this. The front rack position is really the hardest part of the whole movement, where it's just kind of floating off my shoulders a little bit. It's a lot of stress on the elbows, but I'll definitely get used to it. So I followed those up with some push presses. I do want to do variations that are actually going to challenge my arms on the way up, not just at the bottom and at lockout. So I do want to keep my overhead press strong. I want to keep my arms and shoulders strong in a full range of motion while still getting this overload of using a heavier than normal weight. Here I did some rows. I really want to make sure that my grip is good. My grip felt great. Grip did not feel like an issue at all, but if it could feel even more comfortable going into the competition, that's what I want. So just really hitting all the thick bar exercises. This one is really to isolate, not isolate, but really tax the shoulders through a full range of motion, and make sure that my mobility stays good. Like, I'm gonna be stretching, I'm gonna be doing my front rack stretches and all that, but really want to make sure that I stay on top of my mobility. Some croc rows. I've never done croc rows before, like consistently in a program, so I'm very excited to see how these feel over the weeks. They felt great at first. This is probably the biggest stretch on my mid-back and lat that I've pretty much not ever gotten, but that I've gotten with any strength training exercise. So very excited about this movement. I'm really excited about the anti-rotation or the slight rotational effect that you get in your torso from these. It feels really cool. So very excited about these. Following it up with some pull downs and some dumbbell bench. Just going really, really light on these. I felt after the regular rows and the croc rows, my back was pretty tired, but I do want to get some vertical pulling in. I do have a separate pull-up session that I do inside my house, and I don't film it. But, you know, that's only once a week, so making sure that I get some more pulling volume in throughout the week is a high priority for me. Here's the dumbbell bench. I went up to 60 pounds, which is the heaviest that I've ever done. And I'm sticking to I usually do sets of like 12 to 15 in my working sets, but I'm just starting at sets of 6. It's pretty low for me, just kind of trying to try something new. I know I can do more than sets of 6, but I want to, you know, this is the first session in a program. I really want to give myself as much of a runway as possible to grow with this particular weight and finish the session up with some tricep extensions. So, you know, doing everything I can to get my arms big and strong while still practicing this movement. You know, the overhead press, the clean and press. I thought it was a great first session. I'm really excited to see what I can do in the future. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone.